This video has been sponsored by Opera.
I've never been someone who's really into jewelry, and even now I'm not wearing any, but for some reason, I've always liked grills. I think they're really cool, and I've always wanted some, but I've also always been kind of concerned about how I would look. So recently, out of curiosity, I paid a guy on Fiverr to Photoshop some onto me. And it actually wasn't as bad as I thought. I mean, it also wasn't amazing. And just the idea of going into a store and paying someone to handcraft them for me, knowing that I might look like that, is kind of embarrassing. So instead, I've decided to try and make them myself. Not only could I do this in the comfort of my own lab, the process itself also looks really fun and interesting. It'll involve molding my own teeth, carving things, casting things, burning them, and playing with gold. So yeah, I'm gonna try and make my own custom grills. And hopefully, I look better than the Photoshop version. Okay, let's start. Everything is right here. Well, not everything, just some of it. So we have these, some mouth molds. Actually, we have a lot of mouth molds. Why do we have so many mouth molds? We got some base and some catalyst. We have a whole tub of putty. And then we have some wax. And then we have the tools. Why are they rainbow?
I don't know, that was what I found online.
And finally, the gold. Very important part.
Wow.
So, we don't need a lot of this stuff right now. We're gonna focus. You think I can make it?
Dude!
We're gonna focus on this part, where I have to use all of this to get a mold of my teeth. We need to mix the catalyst and the base together. And I think these are exactly how much we need. So I don't have to measure anything. Oh yeah, okay. We gotta get rid of any streaks. And it's supposed to just be one uniform color. I think that's looking pretty good. Okay, so we gotta now roll it. You roll it into a little tube, and then you lay it in here. Gotta make sure that it's up on the edges. So I think that's looking pretty good. And now, I need to put this in my mouth and squish it for 5 minutes. So.
Yeah, really push it up your teeth. Push it, yeah, that's good. All right,
Ah.
now, you will feel it start to get harder on your teeth.
Huh. Oh my God, that's so nasty.
There you go.
Is that good?
Turn it around, let me see.
It doesn't look like it molded properly. I was kind of okay with it, but I don't like how the canine there looks.
Oh yeah, that's not right.
Was there not enough putty there, or did I like squish it away? Like, was there tooth in the way?
I don't think there was enough putty. I think a lot of the putty squeezed to the back.
So the question now is, do we redo it?
Yeah.
Okay,
All right.
okay. Why am I so bad at this? This was supposed to be just an easy part that you just do and move on. Okay, mix.
You think you got it this time?
No, this is not going to be enough.
Maybe, you have a huge mouth. Maybe.
Think that looks okay?
I think so, yeah. Should be
Okay.
good.
Okay. That looks really good.
There you go. That is exactly how it's supposed to be.
I mean, compared to this one, this one looks pretty sharp and defined. There's some parts where the plastic seems to have popped through, but I think it's okay. So, it's not absolutely perfect, but I think it's good enough. And now, it's time for the bottom ones. That's actually, besides the spit, that looks really good.
Yeah. Very detailed.
Okay. Wow. Either I'm getting better, or I'm just lucky. Either way. Now, we have the full set. The top and the bottom. And now what we have to do next is fill them with plaster. Add the plaster. It's goopifying. I think it's ready. I think it's good to go. So, just get our molds here, and I'll just carefully pour it into each one. So I'll do this one first. All the teeth, no teeth get neglected.
Well, that's perfect.
I'm gonna prop it up. And this way, if I add a bit more, it should stay at the back.
I'd probably stop there.
Okay, and I'll now load the other one. Put way too much.
That's okay, that's perfect.
Now, just gotta get a toothpick. Yeah, I just gotta make sure that I go into each tooth so that I can knock out any potential air bubbles.
I think if there's any air bubbles, it's ruined. So it's actually
Really?
pretty important. Oh, yeah.
The problem is I can't see at all what I'm doing, and I forget what my teeth look like, so I'm very much just poking around in the dark.
It's probably pretty good, that one.
Yeah, okay. So I'll go to this one. Okay. I think that's good, but it's gonna take a while to set. And I think I have to leave it here for at least a couple hours. Okay, so we're finally back, and hopefully it doesn't suck. So I guess we just have to demold them, right?
Yeah.
Just gotta pop them out. Which one do we do first? Let's do the bottom one.
Yeah, it seems like it might work.
Okay, rock solid. That's a good sign. I think will it come out if we just...
Just gotta bend it and it should come out.
It broke at the back. See?
What do you mean?
Here.
Okay, that's okay.
That's okay. It's just trash anyway.
Yeah.
It seems okay if I actually just do this. No,
You just gotta be careful, because you can't grab one end and lift it.
Why did we keep it in this plastic? Either way, I'm going to attempt. Okay, this is the challenge. I broke.
Yep,
Oh, that was so bad.
that was my fear. So good thing is you can keep the mold.
Yeah, the mold's still good. Just, this is sad. I got a broken tooth there.
The mold looks great though. It's very detailed. All right.
Okay, well, I'll put that to the side. Now I have zero hope for this one.
Don't say that. Why are you losing hope already? the technique, try to get the rubber out, try to get the rubber out first, the silicone. Yeah, you're good. Focus on the rubber. Yeah.
This one's definitely way less fragile. Just trying not to get too enthusiastic.
There you go.
It actually worked.
And now, just pop it out very carefully.
Whoa.
My God, it's my teeth. It looks good, right?
That looks perfect.
Okay, so this one worked out great. The top is great, but these are bad. And unfortunately, we have to redo them. So we'll just do that quickly.
If this breaks, I'll cry.
I'll cry with you.
No! I think we have to just glue it back together or something. This is so annoying. You can't shimmy it. You can't move it very much. But I think if I just lift it from the front, it'll work. I just have to get it under this lip here. Okay, got it. Now I think I just have to lift.
Oh!
It worked! It actually worked. Okay.
Perfect.
It looks good.
Still looks a bit wet.
Yeah, it definitely is not fully cured. It definitely needs some time to dry out. So, this has fully dried now, the bottom one. And now we have the top one. And something that I wanted to do was see if it stacked on it properly. Did that work?
Looks good.
Oh yeah. That's me.
Pretty detailed.
No, I think it turned out really well. So now what we have to do next is make a wax mold of each of these. Got the wax, and I'll first chop one of the sheets in half. Okay, so got our 1/2. Now I just need some warm water. And I'll drop it in. The wax is, oh yeah, it's quite soft. Now we just have to push it onto the teeth. Oh yeah. Okay. Just kind of squishing it on. I think the goal here is just to cover everything and to get as much detail as we can transferred to the wax. Okay. Try to shove this on.
Oh, you want it real thick.
Yes. Okay, so with both waxes on, I can start shaping it. So which tool do I use? Maybe this? So I think now we just have to go around every tooth to try to get the definition. Now you just like squish into the wax, I guess. Uh-oh. I don't like how this is turning out.
What do you mean?
I just feel like I'm doing a bad job. I feel like it's just ugly. It's more difficult than I thought it would be.
Like you said, it should fit no matter what, right? Because it's fitting on your teeth.
Yeah, it'll fit no matter what. It just might look horrible. Like, what is going... It's not...
You know what? I'm gonna cut the wax away.
There you
Oh,
go.
that wasn't bad. Okay, and now I think I'm gonna try to just cut each tooth out. God, this is actually not gonna be super easy. Okay, it's slowly getting there. Okay. Think that's okay?
I think that's great. Now you can just do even more
Just clean it up.
detailing. Yeah.
I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do that. I don't know if I have what it takes. Okay, I think I'm gonna pretend I know how to clean this up and not make it look horrendous. Oh no. Oh my god, I have no idea what I'm doing.
Oh my gosh, what's happening here?
Why am I so bad at this?
That's it. Call it a day. It looks like that.
Are you insulting it?
Can you imagine making grills that just look horrible? That'd be crazy.
I'm just struggling here. It's just not turning out how I want.
It is also your first time.
I know, but you know, you always think things are gonna be better than they turn out to be.
I can't believe you use Google Images to inspire yourself.
I need something.
This is where your creativeness comes out.
I don't have any creativity. I need a reference photo.
You could
I need to copy.
No.
Okay, so I think I know what the problem is. I think the problem is they're way too long. It should be ending like there. Like here, I think. Yeah, this is looking better. I was just afraid to cut off too much wax. But I mean that's looking better.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It looks more normal.
Yeah. It's looking good, dude. It's looking good. Things are finally going my way. Nothing could go wrong now.
Don't say that.
Yeah. It's not perfect, but I think it's good enough. It's better than I thought it was gonna turn out to be.
Nice.
At some point I was getting very worried, but I think it actually looks okay. Okay. Still not perfect, like the other one, but I think it's pretty good. Okay, gonna pop it off. Gonna test if it fits.
Oh my god.
How do I look? Oh.
Wait, smile? Dude, that's spooky. It's pretty good. How does it feel though? Does it snap in right?
Yeah. I all feel really good.
What?
I all feel really good. I feel good.
Okay.
It'll look good though in gold.
Yeah, I hope.
Okay, so it's time to turn all of this beautifully sculpted wax into gold. And the first step is to add a little bit more wax. So I have like a whole box of these little sticks.
Should you cut them to size?
Yeah, I'm just trying to like see how much I probably need. So to get to the middle, I say it's like what, like here? So I'll cut it. That looks decent. So I think all you do is get a little bit of liquid wax going. Then you just have to Just trying to connect it. Oh, there. See, it actually liquefied and connected to the tooth. So I think we have to just do that all the way around. Okay, so it's connected.
Oh, that looks good.
Okay, I mean, it's not absolutely beautiful, but I think that's the general idea. Looks pretty centered-ish, right?
Yeah.
I think it's pretty good. I think at this point it's pretty good. We have a bunch of wax sprues that have pretty good coverage of the whole grill, and I think we're ready to move on to the next step. What I have to do now is attach these to this little nub of wax. Okay, so we got one. That looks pretty good. Now this one just has to...
Connect together, right?
Yeah, I can join them.
Okay, I think it's good. It looks pretty sloppy, but it's attached.
Yeah, the teeth look pretty level.
I think it's good enough. And now, we have to plaster it. Okay, so the first thing that I'll need is this giant hunk of metal. I just have to put it over the wax. Okay, nice and sealed. And this is what we're gonna pour the plaster into. Right now though, there's big holes that the plaster will go through. And we do have to cover them for now. I'm gonna go over the top here. Okay. Okay.
Nice.
I mean, it's basically ready for the plaster, but we actually need another tool or a machine to do it. And it's this thing that's been behind us the whole time. Yeah. Oh, look at that dust. Don't breathe this. If you breathe this, you'll die. Okay. I'm gonna quickly get a timer going. Okay, 3 minutes. Good. Now, just gotta take this dome off. We put it in here. Put this over. Turn this on. And should pull a vacuum. Yeah, the dome is sucked down.
What are we doing here?
Yeah, okay, forgot to say. By pulling a vacuum, we're just trying to get all of the air out of the plaster. Otherwise, we might get air bubbles around the wax, which could completely mess up the final result.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I think this is it. So you turn it off. I'll release it. So the bubbles all disappeared. Now, take all this debubbleized stuff, and we have to pour it into here. Okay. Fully covered. There's no going back. Okay. Now, we'll quickly take this here, put the dome back. And this time it should be a minute. So I think that's it. And it should be basically done. Basically just have to leave it here. And hope. I'm just hoping it actually molded properly. Oh, that actually works pretty well. All the tape is gone, and I actually have to get a knife. So I think these have to, they should slice off.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's fine.
The next thing that we have to do is flip it over, and we just gotta take this rubber thing off, and hopefully it looks nice.
There you
Oh
go.
yeah. So, the idea now is that everything we put into this rubber thing is now, if you can see, like kind of like upside down. So the grills are sitting down here, and we now have channels flowing down in the form of wax into each of the grills. But to actually turn this into a mold, we need to get rid of the wax. And that's why this whole process is called lost wax. And to do this, I've set up a nice little kiln. And I've drawn it out, the temperature cycle.
Oh my goodness.
So yeah, the oven's already been preheated to 300 Fahrenheit. And from what I saw, you put it face down so that the wax part is at the bottom. And this way, as it melts, it can just leak out. Okay. So open it up. Okay.
Seems alright.
Looks good, looks good. Now, all we have to do is shut it, turn it on, and wait. At this point, it should be good. And you can see here, it says 1000 Fahrenheit, which is good. It's what we need to keep the flask at for when we cast it. But I am very curious about what it looks like. What does it look like? Will it be a disaster? Did I screw up? It looks fine.
Huh.
In the middle of the night last night, I panicked and I came back and added these rails. I don't think you have to prop it up, but I wanted there to be at least a little bit of a gap between the top and bottom. But either way, it looks good. I'm happy with what I see. And I think we're ready to actually start working with gold. And it's still sitting here from day one. It's been a while. I'm happy it's still here. There it is.
Pure gold.
When we first came up with this idea for making grills, I really thought that this would be enough. But it turns out that it's not even close. So, I had to buy a little bit more gold. Another Royal Canadian Mint one. And then on top of this, we got some Swiss gold, I guess. And then on top of this, we got some Chinese gold.
What?
But even this, I feared, wasn't enough. So I scrounged around and I found the gold I was using on another project, which is all in powder form.
Oh man.
And this is another 18 grams of gold.
Holy.
And the worst part, the absolute worst part about all of this is technically, it's still not enough. We wanted to make 24 karat, but we would actually still need like 50% more gold. And I just said no. So instead, we're gonna do 18 karat gold, which is technically better for grills. I just like the idea, I thought 24 karat was cooler, but 18 karat will actually make them more durable and functional. And it makes it so that this is totally enough. But yeah, with that being said, 18 karat gold is 75% gold, and then 25% other stuff. And for that, I have this copper and a bar of silver.
Oh, you also picked that up?
Yeah, but this is like way cheaper. But either way, now we just have to melt it all together. To do that, I have this thing, a little furnace. So, I'm just gonna start off by putting in all of the gold. So we'll start with the first big bar, goodbye. Second big bar, goodbye. And that's it. There should be 131.52 grams of gold in there. More gold than I've ever seen in my life. I guess now we just have to turn it on and wait for it to heat up. And it should liquefy the gold. Okay, so it's already at 800 Fahrenheit. It's gonna go pretty quick. Okay, we're getting to 1,000. Probably gonna start seeing some smoke, which is not good to breathe. It's definitely getting nice and hot in there. I think it's gonna start melting. Oh, I think it's melting. Oh, I can't tell. It's so bright and red, I can't tell. It just looks like things are changing. Oh, well, that's cool. It all just suddenly vanished. Now it's a blob at the bottom. At this point, we're pretty good. And I'm gonna add the other metals. Some gold splashed out. Yeah, just gotta do a quick stir to make sure that all the metals are mixed together. Okay. It's good. That's it. Everything's fully loaded. It should be completely melted. And now I'll drop the temperature.
What are you gonna drop it to?
I was thinking 1900. This is the moment we've been waiting for. And we're ready to try casting it. And hopefully it won't be a complete failure. Okay, let's do this. So we need to get the mold we made out of the oven. And this all has to be done relatively quickly. Okay. Shove it into here. Nice and sealed. Looks good. Grab these tongs. And now we can turn it on. I'm gonna pull a vacuum through this. And now while this is red hot, we take this out. Nice liquid, and just pour it quickly. And in theory, that's it. Did we just do it, or did we fail?
So how long do we leave it?
So, it's still red hot, and we have to wait for the metal to not be red anymore. Oh, look, it's losing its color. Here, turn all the lights off.
Oh yeah. Still glowing.
Okay. Yeah, I think we're good. We have a hard, nice chunk of metal at the top now that doesn't seem to be glowing. So now we have to get our, hopefully, not horrible casting out of this. And to do this, it's pretty simple. All we need is a bucket of water. And in theory, all we have to do is dunk this into the water. Okay, and that's it. Oh my God.
Whoa. It's weird, eh? It doesn't look like gold.
No, it's covered in oxides. But it's pretty detailed. Like that is what the wax was. Look, you even see my fingerprint in it. Can you see that?
Oh yeah, kind of can, yeah.
So now we have a nice and beautiful thing, but half of it is junk. So we're gonna have to get rid of all of this connecting material. Oh yeah.
Nice.
First one off. Look, you can see the nice gold color inside.
Oh yeah, that's pretty nice.
Look, it's a little tree thing. We don't need this anymore though. We now have free grills. I kind of like the dagger action you get at the bottom. I like that. That could be my teeth. Just horrible spikes. Okay, now either we obviously have to clean them up a bit more, polish them, but so far it's looking pretty good. Okay, slowly looking better. Still got a little ways to go. Okay, so I think all the sprues are gone. And what we have to do now is just get a little bit more detail, like clean up in between the teeth, just make the edging look a little bit better. Okay. Looks pretty good.
Damn.
Those are my upper teeth, man.
Whoa.
There's some small minor things I changed, but I think for now, I'll move on to the bottoms. Okay. So we got the bottoms, and we got the tops. And I think now we just have to polish them so they're all nice and shiny. Goo activated. Okay, gonna go wash them off. And then the reveal. It's done.
Wow.
Finally. Finally. I have my bottoms and my tops.
Woo! Dude, those look insanely good. That
Yeah.
detail,
Yeah, it's
yeah.
that's pretty good. They look like grills. And what do I do now?
Oh, you gotta try them on.
I'm scared because I'm scared of what I might realize when I put them on.
You ready?
I'm afraid to open my mouth.
Let's see those shiny grills, dude.
How does it look?
It looks, dude, honestly,
Do I look better than the photo?
It's honestly not that far off. I mean, dude, I don't know what you want me to tell you. I mean, they look cool. They do look cool. Do you look cool?
I don't know. So, was this worth it? Was everything worth it? I'm about to find out. Oh no. Oh no. It's kind of terrifying. It's so much shinier than I thought. You know what, actually? You know what? I kind of like them.
All right.
But I think to truly know how they look, we need to get other opinions. Other unbiased opinions. And, you know, maybe they'll laugh at me. But I kind of want to show off something I made. You look like some kind of Batman villain.
What the f?
Is that Nigel? Yo, what's up, man?
Not too much. What's up with you?
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Either way, in the end, I'm still really happy with how they turned out. And, you know, who knows? Maybe in the future, far, far away in the future, I'll have the confidence to wear them again. All right, so this ended up being the longest, most difficult, and for me personally, the most embarrassing project we've ever done on this channel. But I still really enjoyed it. I also hope that you guys enjoyed watching it. But if you didn't, well then maybe you'll enjoy Opera, the sponsor of this video. I've been using Opera on desktop for a while now, and I still think that it's the best browser I've ever used. Not only does it have a new and redesigned interface and an overall experience that's just fast and smooth, it also has a bunch of really convenient and useful features. One of my favorite things is the sidebar, where I can easily access things like Messenger, WhatsApp, Instagram, and TikTok. I can also easily access the music player, which has music apps like Spotify and Apple Music, and they even have a built-in free VPN and ad blocker. Another really useful feature that I like is the ability to group tabs together into islands, so it isn't just a disaster. This is especially useful for me whenever I'm doing research for a project, because I always end up opening an insane amount of tabs, and this just helps keep things manageable. On top of all this though, Opera also comes with a new and completely free browser AI called Aria. It's able to do things like answer questions, translate, and summarize text, and something that I really like is that it's connected to the internet, so it can provide up-to-date information. What's also nice is that using it is completely optional, and you only activate it if you want it. With all that being said though, I still think that Opera is the best browser I've ever used, and I still think that it's worth switching over for just the sidebar alone. I definitely think that it's worth at least giving it a try, and you can download it right now by clicking the link in the description.